welcome to In Bed with Brooke, episode 14. We are now starting on chapter 7, and I believe we'll be able to get through the entire chapter because it's only a few pages long for this episode. Hopefully you are enjoying everything so far. So as I said, episode 14, and we're only on chapter 7. I'm only reading between 7 to 10 minutes at a time, so I believe there are 34 chapters in this book, so you're stuck with me for a while. So sit back, relax, and let's get started on chapter 7. On the phone with Annette, Alex walked back and forth while they spoke. Slater let himself into the condo and saw her pacing. He gave her a wink as she sent him a little wave, continuing her conversation. Because the look on her face had him intrigued, he kept his ear bent on the conversation while he headed into his room to change clothes. "I'm sorry, Annette, but I'm just not so sure about this commercial." She paused to listen. "I know. We all have to start somewhere, but this is not something I think I want to do," Alex insisted. Annette encouraged her. "Honey, it's in 2 days, and I already told them you would do it. If you back out now, you're going to make yourself look bad, and people won't want to cast you. It's a principal role. It's a national commercial. It pays well, and it's going to look good on your resume. Trust me." Normally, Alex bristled when someone used those words, but Annette had been trustworthy from day one and always supportive. After Alex confided in her agent about what happened with Andrew Green and his sleazy advances, Annette became furious and personally called the casting director to give him a piece of her mind. "Have you heard anything on the movie audition yet?" Alex deflected the current proposition, hoping this call was good news for her, and Annette had word on the movie audition. Her excitement faded fast when Annette informed her she had an offer for a commercial that she really had no interest in. "I put a call into them this morning. I'm hoping to hear from them today. If I don't, I'm calling them tomorrow. They may have cast it or they're recasting. I've been hearing rumors they may still be looking." Annette took a deep breath, imploring, "Look, Alexandra, take this as a compliment. You didn't even have to audition for this. I sent them a tape of some of your work, and they cast you without even meeting you. Say you'll do it. It's a good step for you. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about." "Okay, I'll do it," she hesitated, "but I still don't like it." Annette, true to her form and loud as ever, replied happily, "Great," causing Alex to pull the phone away from her ear. She was so loud. "I owe you one, Alexandra." "Yes, Annette, you do," she commented dryly. "I'll have the script and the details about the filming location faxed to you right away. It's scheduled within the week, so you won't have much time to prepare, but I have faith in you." Alex was thankful she had gotten a fax machine a few months ago at Annette's urging. It was easier to do business this way. She hung up with an excited Annette, staring out at the balcony, the phone resting against her chin. Slater came out of his room and saw her gazing out the window. "Did I hear something about a commercial?" he asked. Alex nodded, not looking at him. "Well, that's great. Why don't you look happy?" he wondered. "It's too embarrassing," she mumbled, still looking outside. "Apparently I'm stupid if I turn this down because it's a principal role, it's national, and it pays well. But I don't want to do it." "What's a principal role?" he asked. "It's a speaking part," she absently responded. "Well, it's a good thing, right?" "Yes, but it's embarrassing," she stressed. "Why is it embarrassing? What's it for?" Looking over her shoulder at him with a shake of her head, she replied, "No way, you'll laugh." "No, I won't, I promise," he said sincerely. "Yes, you will," she insisted. "I won't. What is it?" "Don't you have somewhere to go? A gig? A rehearsal?" Alex inquired, clenching her teeth with frustration when she saw his jaw muscle twitch in irritation, knowing he wasn't going to back down. "What's it for?" he demanded. "Just fucking tell me." "It's a tampon commercial," Alex cried, looking mortified. Slater let out a snort, receiving a hard glare in return. "Slater," she warned, "you said you wouldn't laugh." He pressed his lips together, trying not to smile, while Alex rolled her eyes, seeing the humor in the situation. "Oh, go ahead, it is funny." He let out a good belly laugh, surprising her. Having seen him smile, she knew he was good for a short laugh here and there, but the guffaw coming from him was not something she had heard before. It made it hard not to crack up along with him. "Do you know how awful it's going to be one day when I'm famous, and they search for my early work and this will come up?" she asked with a chuckle. "And how am I going to keep a straight face on camera when I'm talking about absorption, protection, and heavy flow?" She was turning red just thinking about it. He roared, which brought on the giggles for her. "I need wine." She exhaled deeply and walked into the kitchen. "I'll take a beer," Slater called out. "I wasn't offering." She had planned on grabbing him one anyway. Alex came back into the living room with their drinks. Just then her fax rang. Her head snapped up and he glanced over, a mischievous look in his eye as he headed toward the fax. "Slater, stay away from that. That's the script." She set down the beer and the wine, racing him to the machine. "I win," he exclaimed as he picked up the script, held it up out of her reach, and started reading. She playfully punched him in the stomach and went back to the table to pick up their drinks when he started laughing again. Letting out a groan, she asked, "How bad is it?" Well, your key words about absorption, protection, and heavy flow were correct. He grimaced on the verbiage, handing her the script and accepting his beer. Oh, God, she shook her head in mortification, her voice close to a screech. How the hell am I going to get through this with a straight face? Huh, he mused, looking over the next sheet that came through before he handed it to her. It looks like it pays well. She snatched the paper out of his hands, teasing with him. That's personal information, mister. Well, for that amount, I'd talk about tampons, he said. Silver lining. Oh, speaking of lining, Alex's voice was bright with mockery while she read the script. These tampons have a special lining to keep you fresh. Let me hear you rehearse it, he requested, smiling. Hell no, but if I feel like I need an audience for this groundbreaking role, you'll be the first to know. You've got to start somewhere, he pointed out. I know, that's what Annette said too. It's just not something you grow up hoping you get an opportunity to do. She fluttered her lashes and got a faraway look in her eye, sighing deeply. Dear diary, it finally happened. My childhood wish of landing a tampon commercial happened today. I remember wishing on a star for this. Dreams really do come true. Slater laughed softly and reminded her. Beggars can't be choosers. Yeah, she muttered. When is it? It's in 2 days. She studied the script, feeling the blush creep up her chest and her neck. Congratulations, I guess, he grinned, landing a playful punch on her arm. No, thanks, I think, she replied with a punch back. It's a start. I'm hoping a good one. And it was a good start. The tampon commercial led to 3 other commercials in the next month, and Annette finally heard back on the movie audition. They wanted to see her, and Alex was thrilled. Between the commercials and the movie role, if she got it, a turning point could be on the horizon. So that is the end of chapter 7. Kind of puts it into perspective that in most industries, you kind of have to pay your dues. Most people know who Courtney Cox is. She first became famous for the video with Bruce Springsteen, but before that she did a tampon commercial, and that kind of inspired this chapter, because I've seen interviews with her where she's just said, you know what, you got to start somewhere, and that's where Alex had to start. So thanks for tuning in to episode 14, and we'll be starting chapter 8 on episode 15. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching, guys. Oh, and as always, I will put a link in the comments below on where to buy Set It Free and the second book in the series, Let It Go. Also my website, my publisher, you can buy it from there too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like this, please leave a positive comment, please share it with your friends, and please read Set It Free. So thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.